Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. Today we have a look at a bit of a different type of deck. It's an Orzhov Legendary deck, and I wanted to try some of these Final Fantasy cards with some of the cards that will rotate soon. And one of the cards I thought of, like back in the days I used to do videos about, was Zack of Urborg, a 4-mana 3/3 Legendary Vigilance Ward 2, or the zombies you control of Vigilance. But the important part here is, whenever another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary, and is a 2/2 black zombie. So whenever our other legendary creature dies, we can basically get it back, and it's not even legendary. So we play a bit around this card, and there are some really cool mechanics, and if you check my older videos, you will see what this card can do. Like for example with Elsbeth now, if one or more tokens would be created under your control, we create twice that many, and the same as Mondrag. So let's say we have any type of legendary, for example a Cecil on the board, we play another Cecil, then we have to, because of the legendary we'll have to sacrifice one, we will sacrifice it, and then we get another token of it. So this way we can have multiple instances of the same legendary card, and if we have this effect then we create even more, right? This even works with Urborg, but only if we have either Mondrag or Elsbeth, then we would have two Urborg on the battlefield. So let's go over this legendary package here, and we play Cecil, as you just saw, the Dark Knight, a 1-mana 2/3, pretty good and pretty aggressive, has Death Touch, trades well, and can even flip if we have 10 or less life while we attacked. We play 3 Zack Fair, a 1-mana 1/2 with a counter, 0/1 with a counter. We can sacrifice it for 1, and we can transform the counter to another creature, and it becomes indestructible. Also really nice, just to have some protection against removal, board vibes, and so on. We have also Squelch, the Defectomite, also a card that will rotate soon, a 1-mana 1/1, toxic 1, cannot block, and we can pay a Phyrexian white, so either 1 white mana or pay 2 life, and we choose a color and another target creature we control against toxic 1 and hexproof from that color. So really nice, and also cannot be blocked by creatures of that color, and just another way to protect our spell. So these are our 9 1-drops here. On the 2 slot we have Core, 2 mana 2/2, Death Touch. Whenever another creature we control enters, we gain 1 life, so good against aggressive deck. So, and also can trade well. And whenever another creature we control die, opponent loses 1 life. So if we have multiple of them on the battlefield due to these 2 cards, then this can go off quite crazy, yeah. So we have also some removal here, just in Go for Throat and Strategic Betrayal. This is for the graveyard deck, as you will see, it goes really well there. And yeah, 2 Bartolomeo. I wanted to add 2 just so we have a way to sacrifice our thing, to ping opponent with Core, and there's no restriction to the sacrifice. On the 3 slot, we have Gix 3 times, 3 mana 3/3 legendary creature. When we attack and we deal damage to opponent, we can pay 1 life and draw a card, so a way to draw cards here. And for 7, we can discard X cards, exile the top X card and of target opponent's library. We can play land spells without mana cost. So it's a good upside, but mostly we play this for the card draw. Another card draw ability we have in Venat, Herd of Hydaelyn, 3 mana 3/3. Whenever we cast a legendary spell, we draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Really cool card with a lot of cheap spells. This goes quite well, so we have an additional card draw here. And we can also pay 7, we can exile a non-permanent, transform Venat, only as a sorcery though, and then we get Hydaelyn, the Mother Crystal, a 4/4 indestructible creature, and Blessing of the Last Set. At the beginning of our combat on our turn, we can put the +1/+1 counter on a creature we control. Until the next turn, it gains indestructible, so this is already really nice, right? And if the creature is legendary, we draw a card. So Hydaelyn, really cool. Another card we have in the deck is Sephiroth as a 1-off. I just wanted to include it because I love Sephiroth, and there are some scenarios where we actually maybe flip it. I think a 1-off is fair. Yeah, 3 mana 3/3. When it enters or attacks, we can sacrifice a creature, draw a card once, and we ping opponent for 1 life and gain 1 life. If we do that 4 times, we flip it to Sephiroth 1-Winged Angel, 5/5. Yeah, just really good. And we have 3 split ups, and I added the split ups here first because we have way to have indestructibles on our creatures with, for example, Cecil or Zack, or with the Plaza of Heroes. And if there's ever a stalemate, this is one of the ways we deal with it. 3 mana, we choose 1, destroy all tapped creature, or destroy all untapped creature, and it's also a way where we can trigger core if we want to and if we need to. So this is the best way, I think, we can have some sort board vibe in a mid-range deck. And I think Elsbeth fits just perfect with the tokens, right? We create tokens. And also, really cool in a mid-range type of deck, the 0 here is super important. We put a +1/+1 counter on each creature we control. These creatures can fly until our next turn. So this is a way where we can go overboard if we curve out really well, play Elsbeth and then just fly over. And the -3, of course, we can destroy a creature opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. Also really nice. Mana base, we have 4 plazas, yeah, we have many legendaries. Nice to protect them for free. We can exile that land and give them hexproof for indestructible. And the rest I think is pretty standard here. This is there's so many ways to build this deck, but I just wanted to try out some of these cards from the new set, right? And I found a way to play them together in a kind of fun deck, and you will see it's really fun to play. And if you like this type of deck, please let me know. If you like a legendaries deck, what is your favorite color combination? And if you like it, you can just subscribe, leave a like, comment, whatever you feel like. And yeah, I wish you fun with the games. They were fun, and enjoy. Video Monte. Cloud against Cloud today. And yeah, we can start with a Squelf, but we didn't lose the flip. Let's see what they play. We take damage though. Okay, it's a bit of a weird situation. In this case, I would like to start with this one. So, the thing is, opponent will probably play Chocobos, right? But they don't. We're gonna... This is okay top here. We can sacrifice Cecil, so it's kind of okay. And we have maybe a flip if we do it right, but we also have a removal spell, which is quite good. They are playing interesting here. I'm so confused what's going on there. Do they have board vibe or something? We're on 13, so we can shock ourselves one more time. This is so confusing. What is opponent doing here? We couldn't shock ourselves there. So it's quite weird. Even with full control. Are they playing a board vibe or what is going on here? They confuse me so much. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what's going on, but I guess a planeswalker is doing fine. We have Flip Sephiroth next turn too. Just a bit confused. I was scared of a board. What the hell? They just play land here? Sometimes, you know, you play a game and you play your cards and then you win. I think we take it. Marimo is from One Piece, the Sorrow one. That's a weird hand, but let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. Removal. Rakdos, okay. Okay, well, cannot do anything here. They have removal spells, so we have to think how we play this. Which one do we throw in? So the card we play now is basically the one that will die. And if we do it like this, I'm probably gonna start with this here. And this will eat the removal here. I kinda wanna have Venat here. If we get more mana. Okay, and a Braid, sure. That's in the Braid. Okay, that's the creature that's attacking here. Let's see, is this a Reanimator? It is a Reanimator. Okay, we do have a good card against Reanimator in our deck. And we have to use it here. We're gonna keep this for the draw. We get rid of that graveyard. This is why we play this card. Sure, they can refill the graveyard, but this does help us, so... They didn't find anything, but it's a dangerous card here. They need to get something in the graveyard as well. Okay, let's just draw for now. We have Elsbeth and we have Split Up to deal with potential creatures that come in. And we're able to draw a card here. That secures us the draw. They don't have a card yet in the graveyard, which helps us a lot. Okay, now they fill the graveyard. They have one card. Let me read this. All the creatures get -2/-2. They get it back on the hand. They can target, but that's fine. Okay. So, I do think we're just gonna create tokens now. There's still nothing. I mean, they can discard it though. Target creature, then it comes in. Well, it's still okay. Still okay to do that.
I welcome all allies.
We will not attack here. We're just gonna lose our creature, and we do not want that. I'm pretty sure they want to discard it here. Oh, they had an upgrade as well. Okay, but still nothing in the graveyard is good for us. Split Up. We do want it against the creature, but our removal spell hit the dinosaur, which is really good. Okay, so we're gonna play another one. These. We're gonna make more tokens here.
More heroes.
Getting some life is good for us. And then we're gonna attack here. Next turn we have a lot of flying damage. We can +1/+1 and +1/+1. We cannot protect this sadly because it's we could do it though, but probably would have been better here to do it. We have a lot of damage. So they remove everything, which is fine. Definitely made a mistake there. If we protected it, it would have been way better. Now we have to get rid of this one. Which is a bit sad. So yeah, we would have had a creature and pink damage. We have a lot of lands for our deck here, but Elsbeth is doing work. But yeah, let's see if that mistake gonna hurt us. This is sorcery speed, right? Okay, so they get rid of our Elsbeth here. Or not? Okay. Seems like not. Okay. It's not a bad card. In this spot, it's a bit weird, but at least it has ward, it's quite hard to deal with. And now the question is, do they have another animation? We would lose these two again. But against the Reanimator deck, I think like I'm just gonna keep it like this. I really want to make sure this hits some big creatures where I'm way more scared of. I do have to get rid of this one though, but it's still fine. Split Up is really good. We can just attack here. We will lose the Urborg though. Okay, they went for this route, which is okay. So, this one will die too, if you play it that way. We can exile one of these, and then exile again. Drawing a land here is a bit weird again. We can make this indestructible and use Split Up, which I'm probably gonna do. Destroy all untapped creatures. Then we create tokens again.
More
Sure, they have a reanimation deck, but let's see. We got 2 of the Valgrov's Faithful already gone. This -2/-2 reanimation card is quite annoying. This one keeps them alive for a while. And we draw another land. It is what it is.
one fewer foe.
We definitely know how to draw land. We still have an Elsbeth on hand, which is good. This is a 3/3, so it deals quite well. They don't have haste, which helps us. And yeah, making the mistake, losing the core there is huge. But let's see how we can do it. Double fear, yeah, sure. Can we draw a non-land? That's like the question here. Can we do it? This is a non-land card, so we're gonna be happy about this. And it will also draw. And it can block quite nice as well. Yeah, let's draw. And also we get 2 tokens, which is super big here. So, if we sacrifice Sephiroth, we get 2 Sephiroths. I just want to mention that shortly. Let's see. This is a really, really good board state, of course. And if bottom layer dies, we get 2 as well. Because of Elsbeth. You're just gonna block this. Yeah. Yeah. Do they have a way to deal? Let's just do the normal way. Now let's see what they do. Okay, if it's like this, it'll be fine. Depending how they play it. So here, we're in a quite good spot. We don't even have to flip here. Okay, so now, of course, we have to do this. Try to get the flippy, but we will not, but we just try to ping as much as we can. And then we can sacrifice, we could sacrifice this, but we're gonna sacrifice this one and then these other 2s. And then we try to get max damage there. We ping more. There's a lot of pings going on here. And then we ping again. They are 2/2, so they get hit by the card. And we ping once more. That's a really cool turn. And then that's what we have. And then that's about it. That's about it. I'm gonna exile this. Bit of a weird game for me, but we went through and we won the game. We start, okay. Double legendary there, we don't like to see it, but we have removal and creatures. So let's see how we can do this. Taking damage here, but we get life later on. Okay. That's a Zack with the same sword as Cloud. If you ever played the game, you will know how Cloud got the sword. Okay, so this looks like a control list. We have to find a way to get mana to resolve this. Or Urborg is also really good. Worst card by far is Lockdown. We do find land, so that is at least something. Our Go for Throat is super weak here for sure. Elsbeth is okay, but they have play Get Losts. If we dodge Lockdown, we're still happy. And if we top deck Urborg, is the best card to draw here. Because if they board wipe, except Sunfall, but Sunfall is turn 5. If they stock up, they have to discard here. but it's smoothing their finds, right? So they stock up for sure. The go for throat, the only maybe hit is based on the dragon, but yeah. In best of one, right, you just need some. Okay, so yeah. Opponent clearly is a mage. Which Final Fantasy? Is this Final Fantasy 14, I think? Yeah, I mean, the ears and everything. I did play Final Fantasy 14. I enjoyed it actually. I did play the story, but I never like played all the expansions and everything. Just wanted to play a ninja and press the buttons, which is so funny. Okay, Urborg off the top. Urborg into land, obviously. Best case scenario. They also have only one white. And that helps us a lot. They have Demolition Field to get the white there. Okay, so... if we play this, we can save it. Yeah. We're gonna play it. That's the one we're gonna save. Since we do have this one again. Okay, here it comes. Day of Judgment. The Day of Judgment. At least Zack helps us here. Get a Cecil that does 3 damage. And then we hopefully develop an Elsbeth after board wipe. That would be like the best case scenario if we find the land. Double board wipe heavy. Lockdown, of course, is basically ouch. Lockdown is the one we do not want to see. We have one way to get rid of it, but it's a really expensive one. So let's see. It doesn't work. So yeah, they had the lockdown. They slow played this so much that I am a bit shocked, to be honest. Let's just try to draw the land here and be good gamers. We're not good gamers. Still have to play it, I think. If we drew the land, of course, it would have been beautiful. This is the card that can get rid of lockdown at one point, but now it gets control Elsbeth.
I like the one fewer foe.
An untapped land is the classic in this position. So basically this is over. We have a go for throat here, which is not helping much. They just make tokens. And have count on hand. And at this point I think we can just give up. If we had their untapped land, maybe, yeah. So I just want to show it to you guys. We played us. They can even get lost here, right? And that's GG. So played opponent. You pressure early, removal. Let's see what this will be. Life Linkers. Okay, split up is our main card here. Chamber. We would like to flip Cecil, of course. When this creature dies, whenever you gain life, put a counter as long as you lost life this turn. So we can try to play quite slow. Hello. Could have kept this card, to be honest, but we're gonna split them up later on. Yeah. We're gonna trade you, of course. So my best case scenario would be using the Zack Fair on the Venat and then go for a big one. The main problem right now is though, okay. So let's see how they do it. We have to block this. So let's see how they do it here. Makes the most sense. The flyer there is a bit of a problem. It's a big one, but they're quite low. We do want to flip this one though. These two we could get rid of. It's a really difficult spot. But they still have two and this one grows. So which spot is better? We need Cecil, right? We need Cecil, there's just no way. But we cannot attack with Cecil next turn like this. We can draw a card here as well, but we need to use split up, so how do we do it? We have to get rid of the 7/7, I guess. And then we try to survive from here. We can draw cards that help us, so of course we block it. Okay, yeah. So they have two creatures. We found a really good card here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play our two creatures as well. And then end turn. We want to keep Cecil alive, like it's the most important part, so they probably just attack with the flyer. And then we get rid of the flyer. And now we obviously have a really, really good one. So in this position we just absolutely have a good one. They have 39 life though, so it's scary. It's scary, but we got a 4/4 lifelinker here, which is pretty nice. We do go on 4 though. We're gonna block. We go on 3. Okay, this is the thing. We need the Cecil to do stuff now. Okay, they got a flyer. They got a flyer there. But we have to attack, of course. We can trade here. Okay. It is scary. They have +2/+2, but we need to rather draw cards here, I think. This one is good. Later on we can exile. So let's see. This is the most dangerous one here now. Taking 3 here. Okay, this one we block. 100%. Okay, we're blocking. Drawing on 3. Our land would be really premium. We can exile this. Super good position. We get more damage and more life gain. So we're on 8. I'm gonna draw. Yeah. I don't think there's a way to deal with this. It's a bit risky, but. Okay. We don't have many life, but we do get many things going for us here. Get the life there. Get rid of one of the creatures, which is the Vanguard here. And then we're going in. And we're gonna put it on this, of course. And then we go for the damage. Getting 6 life and drawing cards here is really good now. And we win the game. this is how we can go. We go first, yeah, we take. I'm going to bring in the Dark Knight first. Because Zack we want to keep anyways for this one. But we go first is a good sign. That's a horse. Can we click the horse? No. Yeah. Cecil, hello. Ooh, roots. Let's see. Gix is a bit weird against roots. The thing is with oh, okay, a different deck. Spotted. Sorry, Delirium deck. I do like our curve though. But it's still scary. Usually with like Delirium, we have to block a lot, and with Urborg, you can block. You can block for a while, so that's quite good. They have double green though, no red. Okay, that's a big one. So here, we will play Gix and attack. Even if we trade, I'm okay with. Is it 3-3 that just can grow bigger? If not, we draw a card. Okay. Taking damage. Optimal, we can flip this at one point. Always can shock with this as well. So let's see what creature comes in next. They would have to use Delirium on their graveyard, which is not perfect. I mean, the exile, because they want to have the 4 cards, right? They can make a bigger creature, but we keep attacking, and Urborg's absolutely amazing. I wish we have protection for Urborg, but they only have the green side of the deck. So that's pretty neat. Okay, they play defensive, which I totally get. We're still gonna play Urborg here. And we're gonna actually attack with Gix and Cecil here. We have to pressure now, and this is a pretty good card. So we're going in. If they double block, if they not block, we draw cards. If they block Gix, we get Gix back with Urborg, so it gives us an additional attack here as well, while having good trades. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. The curve was great. I mean, sure there was no 2-drop, but it was a great one. Like Zack 2 is still nice. Okay, we draw 1 card. Which of course is nice. You have to be always careful about the life total. Okay, another Gix here. We can play Gix and get 2 Gixes. Which is a way to do it. Since it's not legendary anymore after. Okay, so how we do it? Are they struggling to find the red source? But our board is just so strong right now. We have protection with Zack. Our creatures come back when they die. And they all have a neat interaction. So let's see. We also have a Plaza of Hero if we ever need it. But opponent definitely missing the red land here. Okay, Enis. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I really like this card, but it's gonna rotate out as well, okay. Making the creature bigger is fine. And we can make all of us flying if you want to. Which is 3, 5... 3, 5, 9 is not enough damage though, but it's pretty strong. And we flip the knight. And we draw a gazillion cards if we want to. here.
My blade descends.
We are getting
Warriors,
a lot done.
rise.
These are some flying ones, and of course this is absolutely ridiculous here too. With Cecil, with Urborg. Putting them on a comfortable 3. Five there. Take action. Take action. Take action. Take action. Okay, we are at 6, but we have 2 creatures to block. I feel comfortable. So let's say they have a 7/7 with a 7/7 with 10 trample. We still have the 5 life we gain, and we can block both here if we ever need to. We have a full hand again. Against this type of deck is a bit scary. Should I can play in a haster? I have 2, but then again we can still block. The life gainer there is huge. And I think that's probably it. So Elsbeth in this type of deck on curve is really, really powerful because it makes everything flying. And if you have a Gix, you draw a lot of cards too. So that is really, really nice. And if a creature would die here, we get 2 tokens from Elsbeth, which is super cool. So hopefully this would happen. I would like to show you. I would like to show you. So if Cecil dies, we get 2. Get again life. And yeah. I don't know what the answer would be, like a fight spell, but the trample is the problem, so yeah, that's a victory. Hurricane. I'm not really sure about this hand. It's 3 of our 7 removals. And it seems like we play against control, which is like the wrong side of the deck. And they have authority, so it's basically already really painful. We need powerful cards now. I would like anything that is powerful here. They also have lockdowns, which makes this not easy. Okay, they split up. It's interesting. An early split up there. They get a lot of life. Our split up is probably the most useless card ever. Are they low on like removal that they split up there, or just bringing another one? Double split up. Have to have it, right? Have to have it. We're just gonna play it. We don't have anything else. We can still trigger it on attack if we want to. And at least we can use the tokens. At least we can use the tokens. Make this a bit stronger here. Hopefully we draw a card, I guess. But this is complete removal tribal so far. Well, we have 3 removals. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. We're gonna lose our Gix, which would have been a nice card for here. So we play against the mill list. Okay, at least the land is gone. Anything with power, please. Anything with power, please. Still have to do it. They can also decide not to mill, so try to do some damage. But yeah, it's definitely the worst hand you can have against control. How many cards you can grab at? 9. Now 2 more. Zack, okay, good mill for us. That's a good draw. If it's a land, it's a land. If it's a land, it's a land. Okay, so how many more board wipes do we have over there? I don't think we get through this. Like, we need to establish a board as well. Day of Judgment, yeah, sure. Maybe Elsbeth? There's no Elsbeth mill yet. That's an Elsbeth. It tapped out, so maybe. They get a lot of life, but what you wanna do? We have 14 cards in the graveyard. If they have chase, we lose. So, whew. Do they have another Get Lost? I mean, this is 2 split ups, 2 Get Lost, and a Day of Judgment. They get a lot of life. My god. Okay, they slow us down as good as they can, but they cannot mill right now. We're drawing a little bit too many lands, to be fair. So they get 4 life.
Join the fight.
Oh yeah. But we play with 3 cards less the entire game. How stupid is this? We just need to dodge the chase or any card draw. But then they will get removal, right? Can you also draw lands? Is this a thing there or not? I mean, we draw the lands. Like, can you do the same? Would you also like to draw some lands over there? Just asking for a friend. Because we lose so many cards. So now there's a point where we can think of actually just pushing our tokens. If they for once survive. We can also make 2 more tokens in case we want to. Yeah, I cannot do anything right now about this. We have a card for it, but we need to find it. Okay, this is quite fine. At least it does damage. If they board wipes, so I think we can actually. I mean, if they board wipe, they take at least damage now. These double authorities. So we have to think now, we have 18 cards. And if they have Jays, we lose. So we would lose next turn. Because our card has the thing. And I mean, I have to say, we draw many lands, so there's not much we can do. GG, and we play with 3 cards left. We basically flood and play with 3 cards left, so I think it's okay. We go first. Okay, we can play this. Let's hope it's not the control, we have the removals here. But at least we have a bit of a curve. Green. A Delirium. So we have Death Touch Tribal activated here. We hope we hit a good Delirium, of course. Yeah, Delirium. We hope we have hit a good split up against Gruul Delirium. I mean, that's my guess. It could be also a reanimation deck. Beast in the beginning, but it's a weird card to have there. Sure, gives them a card in the graveyard, but let's see. Okay, it is the Gruul Delirium deck like we anticipated. And I have to say, this is where we draw cards. And after that we try to split up. We could have split up here actually too. Okay. So now I still want to draw the cards. Okay. Decent. If they attack, if they go for a big attack, our split up is really brutal. Which I think they could haste in and then try to race us because we're on 15 as well. So let's hope that's the game plan of them. If not, we attack and maybe get them off guard. Okay, I have a feeling they will try to go in here. Oof, dangerous though. We can block the fear of missing out at least with this one. But they could go for it. They could go for it for sure. They also have the first strike because they have the delirium, right? And there's a lot of damage. So my hope is... So we take quite a lot of damage here. But we can split them up at least. So, and we flip, which is quite nice. So first, all tapped creatures. And we get one life here. And then we go in and get our 4/4 lifelink. It's dangerous, but the 4/4 lifelink is pretty good. Sure, they have first strike, we have to consider. First strike, delirium is quite heavy. With this card. And if they have delirium, it's double strike. So, but now if I go for throat up, I'm in a good spot, I think. I'm definitely in a good spot. And now with this one, for sure. That was the wrong land, but that's okay. Just go in. I want to keep the Illusionor just to be safe. We go on 10 and have double removal spell. But definitely should have played this land. I was too hasty with my mouse here. Too hasty with my mouse. But yeah, Cecil. Double-edged sword, but... I'm gonna remove this. I have the feeling they have something, maybe like a protection spell. Don't think they have two. Don't think they have two. They could have a snake skin here, that would be really brutal. But hey, we went for it, we won, and GG. Yeah. That's okay. Blue-green. Bounce would be heavy. But I will play this first here. Temur. Yeah, we're gonna play curve. That's not curve, we need this land. If they have a Brotherhood hand, yeah, it's not cool. They don't. Okay, they're ramping. Ramping, Temur ramp. Okay. Temur ramp. Temur dragons, I guess. Okay, let's see what our curve can do. The Leviathan is the most brutal card. That is for sure. We do have a removal on our hand though. Okay, they're still ramping. Someone ramping over there. I do want to draw the card here. Have to go for the max damage. We have a go for throat, but I feel like a dragon is coming in here. The don't have a way to tap it. So they try to cheat something in, right? And now we have double protection spell. Which is super powerful. We keep this actually. I mean, we want off lethal, but I'd rather have a protection here. What is the card? What is the card? You may cast Dragon without paying the mana cost. Okay, let's see what I do. Energy is divided as you choose among any number of number of lands. Okay, let's see how they choose. Protection from right and black. We just need 2 creatures left. Okay, so first of all we pay 2 damage. I mean, it's kind of weird because... So here... We pay the life, and what is this? We say red. Red. And here... Give it to this. And then we have the game, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's a lot. That's a really interesting one. So what we're gonna do here actually is we're gonna play Zack. I'll show you. We're gonna play Zack here. Do we have enough indestructible? This is untapped. Would it work? This is protection from white. But not from... and from black. That's a little bit annoying. I think we just play this and sacrifice. Just saw the line here. And that's 2 damage. Oof. Okay, I got a bit shocked there. Okay, the games were interesting. I said I didn't manage to get the Urborg combo off the way I wanted, but still a really good mid-range deck. In best of 1, of course, if we have a lot of removal against control, it's a bit frustrating, especially if there's a lot of lockdown around. There was a time where there wasn't a lot of lockdown around, it felt way better, but lockdown is really painful for this deck, of course, because we cannot really protect it the way we want. But I think the games were quite fun, especially against the live game deck. You will see we definitely managed to do what we wanted to do. Even though I think it's not like the best type of deck, I think it's a refresher to play some of the Final Fantasy cards with cards that will rotate out of standard soon. So I wanted to try it out, and if you have wild cards or have the cards, you can go for it, but if not, keep the wild cards. But it is fun. Maybe you find a different type of way, maybe you have different type of legendary creatures you want to put together. And yeah, if you like this type of content, let me know in the comments. Feel free to like and support me, or maybe come by on Twitch when I'm streaming. Everything is in the description below. And I wish you a good day, good night, wherever you are.